like to talk about preventing acts of mass violence. Yesterday, the shooter at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School tragedy in Parkland, Florida, a few years ago, pled guilty to multiple counts of first-degree murder. There were 14 students and 3 school staffs senselessly losing their lives in just a few minutes when a former student struggling with clear behavior problems and mental health issues indiscriminately opened fire. I hope that his guilty plea brings at least some sense of closure and justice for the victims' families. While there's nothing that we can do to take back the terrible events of that day, we need to do what we can to make sure such horrific acts don't ever happen again. That's why earlier this year, in a bipartisan approach, I, along with Senators Cortez Masto, Collins, Manchin, Hassan, Rubio, and Scott of Florida, introduced what we call the EAGLES Act. The EAGLES Act will help fund and reauthorize the U.S. Secret Service's National Threat Assessment Center, goes by the acronym of NTAC. An identical bill was introduced in the House by Representatives Joyce and Diaz-Balart. The NTAC studies targeted violence and helps proactively identify and manage threats before they result in more tragedies. The EAGLES Act also establishes a Safe School Initiative, a national program on school violence prevention that will include expanded research on school violence. When the Secret Service reviewed school shootings, it found that all attackers exhibited concerning behaviors before engaging in the act of violence. If these signs were recognized early enough, these attacks could have been stopped. The father of one of the Parkland victims and the president of Stand With Parkland, that's an organization, said that NTAC has been, quote, essential to thwarting mass shooters and targeting violence. He also said that, quote, the EAGLES Act is a critical expansion of the program that prioritizes school safety and directs key funding to prevent the next mass school shooting. The EAGLES Act is a common sense bill to fund and reauthorize the Secret Service NTAC that is supported by over 40 state attorneys general and representatives from both sides of the aisle. It's a bill that hopefully honors the lives and memories of the Parkland victims by ensuring that such tragedies don't happen again. I ask and encourage all of my Senate colleagues to support the bill, and I yield the floor.